Hi everyone, we're back with the Hoover Windtunnel Tangle Guard upright vacuum. This machine can prevent hair wrap up to 16 inches. It has strong and direct suction with less maintenance. It's lightweight and easy to use. It comes with a dusting brush, a crevice tool, a turbo tool, and an extra filter. Or a filter, I'm not sure if it's an extra filter. It says it has no more hair wrap. Tangle Guard brush roll prevents hair wrap up to 16 inches. It has a HEPA filter that captures and contains 99.95% of dust and fine particles. It has direct strong suction, helps minimize clogging. Easy clean floor to ceiling with included tools. So 2-in-1 upholstery and dusting brush, an LED lit up crevice tool, an extra bonus filter, thank you Hoover, and a turbo tool. Nothing different on that side, nothing different on this side. Okay, let's open up the Hoover Tangle Guard. I'm really excited to try this machine. It's been a long time since Hoover has released really much of any new vacuum cleaners. So here's a dusting brush. It also, converts into a little tricky to get off with one hand, of course. An upholstery tool. I'm not sure why you would use this if you have the electric upholstery tool, but it has it. Here's your turbo tool. It's not anti-tangle, which is a little disappointing. I wish it was anti-tangle. The brushes, they're a little soft, in my opinion. It could be way stiffer. It is rubberized on the front and on the back and sides. This whole bottom piece is rubber. Pretty good though. We have the hose. It doesn't say how long it is. That's a very narrow diameter hose. Look at how narrow that is. I'm not sure. It seems like it might clog easily if this is the main area where the dirt is going through. Like that just doesn't seem wide enough. Take this out next. Here's the tube. This is the main area where the dirt is going through. That is very narrow. And look at how narrow that is. Oh, that just seems a little narrow for an upright vacuum. LED crevice tool. Not sure how this is supposed to work. Okay, so it's pressurized. So it does light up. Adjust this real quick. You have this little black piece bracket right here. And some cardboard. Oh, filter. Here's a pre-filter. It's pretty thick. It is fabric, not foam, which I always like. I'm not sure what this opening in the middle is for. We'll find out when we pull the vacuum out of the box. And we've got this piece of cardboard, which appears to be a handle. Yep, that's a handle. Again, very small diameter. That just seems a little thin, and I'm hoping it doesn't clog. Here's the vacuum itself. Whoa. I see a gear of some sort back here. Do you see that? That must be to change floor surfaces. It says hold this on for 3 seconds. On release, power. Interesting. Not sure what this could be for. We'll find out. It's like change to suction from the hose automatically when you put it upright. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. To assemble your Tangle Guard, it's this right here. And then trying to find where you insert the hose. It's down here. Good, it goes out the bottom, which means it shouldn't get knocked over when you pull on it, which is a problem that a lot of vacuums have. That was pretty easy. Put the handle on. Oh, I see. So when you pull this out, when you press this, it automatically switches suction to the handle. Same thing if you do this. Okay. So that's what that gear is for. So it takes a little pressure to push it through. So we got this thing right here. I can see where this goes. That's pretty easy to figure out. If it would go on. Here comes the kitty. This thing is not easy to get on. There we go. Again, a lot easier if you have two hands. But I do not. Okay. Whoops. So back here, and then up, and then through, and down like. So, it must be friction fit because it doesn't lock. No, it does lock. It's just not easy at all. This little clip right here. Very difficult to push that. So that's what this big fancy gear thing is for. You know what I'm interested in. You must be able to adjust suction because clearly there's a button there for something. So we'll try that out in the first test to open the bin. Okay, so here we go. So here is the Cyclone. Ah, I figured out how it works. Okay, so I think I figured out how it works. So the motor is right through here. That's the motor. You can see it clearly. There's a seal holding this on. That reminds me of Dyson. Looks exactly like the ball animal. You can see all these cyclones. That's a lot of cyclones. I'm not even going to try to count them all. Now, are they cyclones? I don't know. We'll see. Or are they just a fancy looking filter? Hopefully this comes out. To check the filters, but here is your pretty filter. So the dirt from the cyclones. I'm trying to figure out exactly how this complicated mechanism here works. It's interesting. The dirt comes up through this filter. It must pass through. If it's like this. How is this supposed to work? Oh. So it just passes through to the outside and then just gets pushed. Goes through the cyclones, up through the filter, in here, out this way, and then down. Okay, that's not that complicated. It's a little different than I'm getting used to. That's okay. That's not that difficult to figure out. Clearly, because this comes out, because there's ways to. It's just requires two hands. You can pause this and get the Cyclone out. So I pulled the Cyclone out, and I counted. There's 32 cyclones, which is ridiculous. Yep, that's 32 cyclones, at least from my counting. See, the exhaust into this part. This is where the air goes into the motor, so the exhaust into this part. I do see a problem of if you open the bin, I can see dirt getting sucked through into the motor. I'm interested to see if that happens, because as you open the bin to empty it, dirt is going to get sucked in. The air is going to, when you open the bin, the waft of air might push dust up into this area that's supposed to be clean air, and then it's going to get sucked through your motor. So I'm interested to see if that happens. But the Cyclone, the first time you take it out, is extremely stiff. It took a lot of force to pull this out. I knew it came out and had to, because there's indents in here for correctly placing it, like so. Okay, I guess that's not it. Once you've removed it the second time, though. Not even sure. which way it is. So I don't see an arrow showing you how exactly where to put it in. No, there's not. There's no arrow showing exactly how to put the Cyclone back on. There we go. Just very, very tight and not easy to put on. I think that's it. Okay. It's helpful to have the bottom of the bin removed when doing that. And then there's a HEPA filter on this. Must be underneath this pieces of tape. I want to see what the HEPA filter looks like because the last Hoover that claimed HEPA filtration, I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, it has the same foam seal. I don't like this because the last Hoover I had with this foam seal, the seal failed after about 2 weeks of use. And then the sealed system stopped working correctly. So the design is extremely similar, but it's way tighter now though. But we'll see if that happens. I will keep using this machine and update you if that happens. That was the power drive where that happened. This big old sticker. Hopefully this isn't a nightmare to remove. Got gates at the front. I'm going to set it to large debris. Don't think any more features to try with this machine. So this is not supposed to come off. This is how you use your upholstery tool. I thought you were supposed to use it by removing this. So this is supposed to stay on, which is good. Wand release. Wow, it just launches up like that. That's kind of cool. Hopefully the seals last. That's my biggest thing that I'm hoping with this vacuum, because like on Bissell, they use seals that are made of rubber, which is what you should use. Foam just doesn't make a very good seal. That's why Dyson doesn't use it. That's why Shark doesn't use foam as seals. They use it for filters, which I guess is fine. But there's no place to put the cord up here that I can find. So I'm going to be putting the cord right there. Yeah, there's no place to put the cord up here. Nope. All right, so I'm going to be running a first test of this Hoover in just a minute. It's been a while since I vacuumed upstairs. Then soon after doing the first test, tomorrow, next day sometime, we will be doing the actual review of this Hoover. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Hoover Tangle Guard upright vacuum, and I'll see you next time.